Let's just start with your team, Kevin Durant and the Celtics. What is going on there? It sounds like my outsider's perspective here is that the Nets would like to see Marcus Smart involved. Plus, of course, Jaylen Brown would be the backbone of any deal, plus some picks involved. The Celtics are trying to do it without Marcus Smart involved, looking at something else here. Looking with Derek White, maybe a pick, something like that. What are your thoughts on this? What should the Celtics give up, and can they get this thing done?
This is interesting because functionally any deal would have to include Jaylen Brown. I did have some Celtics fans ask me, like, could they do it without Jaylen Brown? And not really. I mean, he would be the number one most valuable piece going to the Nets, and
You can
also
do it with Tatum.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, you can't because Ben Simmons is there.
That's
So
right.
they can't have,
Then you have
yeah.
that whole
So,
complication.
imagine that Ben Simmons blocking you from getting Jason Tatum. Anyway, mathematically, salary matching wise, you could put together a deal that doesn't have to involve Jaylen Brown. That is 100% true. It's nothing that the Nets would do, though. So
Right.
Jaylen Brown sounds like the initial Celtics offer was Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and a first-round pick. The Nets came back with, how about Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, and multiple first-round picks, and maybe another rotation player thrown in on top. Maybe that's Grant Williams. Maybe that's Derek White, Peyton Pritchard. Who knows? Right? We don't know what that other rotation player would be. I think the challenge comes in is the real value probably lies somewhere in between there.
Yeah.
But between those two offers, because I don't know that 3 rotation players plus a bunch of first round picks is what Boston should be doing for Kevin Durant. I also don't think Brown, White, and a single first round pick is enough for Kevin Durant. And so that's where the negotiations start. Now, Brian Windhorst, recently he was doing radio in Arizona. He came out and said he doesn't think these talks are new. He thinks these are old. And from his sourcing, that there haven't been any talks recently, involving Kevin Durant. So now we're kind of caught in that source off battle, right?
Right.
To add to it, Jaylen Brown, tweets this morning, SMH, Jaylen Brown wakes up and seems maybe a little perturbed. So let's see where all this goes. It's a late July drama in the NBA, and it's not the only drama by any means, where we've got a lot more to get into beyond this too.
Absolutely. But so we always take rumors like this and we say, look at who benefits. I think very clearly this is not coming from the Celtics. And if these are truly trade talks from some time ago, and this is not something that's actively happening, if what you're saying from Windhorst is correct, that would suggest that maybe the Nets are kind of putting some stuff out there. And it's Woj, so that's where it originated. So that, he's got Brooklyn ties. Yeah. He's in the area. Perhaps this is the Nets putting something out there, trying to get another team like the Raptors, like the Raptors might go, oh, okay, well here's Scotty Barnes then. Right? Like to get some other team to improve their offer. That could be what's going on here as well. Not to say the Celtics don't have a good offer, a competitive offer. I think they certainly can. But if that's correct with what Windhorst is saying, that these are old talks, that's how this would make sense.
Yes, to your point of who would leak this, I think it's clearly this comes out of Brooklyn. This does no benefit to the Celtics at all to leak this. I will also say the Celtics' last 3 trades, big trades since Brad Stevens took over, Al Horford, Derek White, Malcolm Brogdon, came out of nowhere. We had no real reporting or sense that any of those trades were going down until we got the tweets that they happened. So that says to me this is probably coming out of Brooklyn for the exact reasons you said of, hey, let's go try to drive this bidding war. It's been stagnant. It's been really quiet here for weeks now. I mean, this was almost a month.
The whole league's been shut down.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And now the Nets are probably saying, all right, hey, we want to get things pretty buttoned up here before we head off into whatever we're doing in August. Let's try to get this market moving and get something done. Hey, let's put this out there now for that, and it is what it is. So that's that's kind of the story for this one. So we'll see. Now I'm going to ask you. I'm going to flip it on you because I do the Lakers Outsider guy.
That's right.
All the time. I'm going to flip it on you, Celtics Outsider. What would you do if you were Boston, or would you just say, "Nah, I'm good," and walk away from this entirely?
If I'm Boston, I'm doing everything I can to try to keep Marcus Smart out of it. But I'm also understanding, and this has been my opinion since he was deserving of the Defensive Player of the Year. But I've also felt like that award was in some ways a team award.
Mhm.
Like
Fair.
that was a credit to the Celtics team defense. So I'm not valuing him as though, oh my gosh, this is our one lockdown defender, and this is going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. We're definitely not parting with him. If you can get it down to, if you can just value wise get it to where you want to go, let's say it's Brown, Smart, and a pick instead of Derek White and like 3 first-round picks in the deal or something. Like if that's the path the Nets want to go down, so you can somehow lower the ask on the draft pick side, I'd be okay with moving Marcus Smart because I think this kind of a move could take the Celtics and you can say, well, they made the finals last year. Yeah, but the Eastern Conference is still pretty crowded. This could be the thing that differentiates themselves from everybody else out there in the East. And again, Jaylen Brown, tough to part with him because he's young, still has plenty of upside. But Kevin Durant's that guy, right? Kevin Durant is that guy where if you've got him on this roster, oh, you could really, really do some damage in the East next year and potentially win a championship. So I'm not dismissing this, even if it means sacrificing Marcus Smart in the deal. But if I'm going to go there, I'm going to try to ask for a reduction in what the other stuff I'm giving up if I'm the Celtics. That's the way I'm playing this. Or if they're okay with not doing Marcus Smart, okay, then we'll come off of the one draft pick thing and maybe we'll do 2 picks or 2 picks and a pick swap or whatever it is.